What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here, and welcome back to a series that we have not had actually in a very long time, and that is the Windies Career Mode on Cricket Captain 2018. Now I thought I'd just go and do this because I still got the thumbnails made for it, and thought why not, just to do something a little bit different. We are here today in the second of 5 one-day internationals against India. We got absolutely pumped by them in the first game of this series, and we'll actually have a card. It would have been up in the top right hand corner of this video already, so go and check that out if you haven't already. But just to go through quickly the West Indies side that I do have, or the Windies side, whatever you want to call them. So Evan Lewis and Chris Gale's still obviously playing for us, the veteran. I think he is 39 at the moment, so he's probably not going to have too many years left in him. Then we've got Hetmire and Hope, so two young guns at 3 and 4, with Romvan Powell. I can't remember what his first name is, but Powell in there, who's another young guy. And then we have Roston Chase, and basically the all-rounders start. So basically 6 to 9 is all rounders. I mean, I think sitting out this game is Sunil Ambrose, Finn Allen. I think Joseph is in there, young Joseph, and might possibly be one more as well. So all in all, it's pretty good. And this is a series that I did to just try and, have something a little bit different. Have both a international team that I'm managing along with a domestic team, which we have in the Leicestershire career mode, which we will be continuing with, minding you, on Friday with, I believe, the semi-final of the Challenge Trophy. So make sure you tune into that if you haven't already. Bahumrah has been absolutely smashed here. 5 overs, none for 41. Which is good to see that their trump card is getting taken to. And I'm just going to change this around, trying to take a little bit more time in regards to changing the aggression around. So Chris Gale does prefer the pace bowlers. Evan Lewis is more of the spin. So we'll go slightly more aggressive with him, and Gale can tone it back a little bit. But does Chris Gale know what the word tone it back means? I don't think he does. And this here is going to be fielded. And I think that's 50 for Chris Gale as well. Yes, 50 off 51 deliveries. So going along very nicely. And I'm hoping that this pitch is going to break up and turn as the game does go on. Because we do obviously have Roston Chase. We do also have Bishu and Narayan in there. So we've got plenty of spin bowling options. And hopefully we can see that come to the floor. And quite a few spinning options as well for the Indians today, I think, as well, with Yadav. We saw Jadeja already, and I think they also have Akshar Patel playing for them. So 3 left-arm spinners actually, and Lewis has nudged that one away. It's going to not be out, so that is a relief. But just really want to try and keep this up and get this partnership going. We do have, I guess, the one good thing. Why have I put the mockers on it? I've absolutely gone and put the mockers on it. I was going to say the one good thing that we do have with this side is we do have a lot of lower order hitting power, so hopefully we can get a partnership and we can get to that last 10 to 15 overs with plenty of wickets in hand. I think if we have 8 or 9 wickets left in hand, that is going to be very good for us. So hopefully we can continue to do that, and we can continue to put on a very good show, which is what is happening here. And as I said, Lewis against the spinners is very aggressive, so that is good. And strangely enough, 3 left-handers actually, all in the top 3. So I can't remember the last time seeing that in an international game. If you guys have, let me know in the comments, because I can't remember the last time an international team, all 1, 2 and 3 were left-handers. I mean, the West Indies possibly, because they would have had Lewis and Gale, and there we go. So Lewis is gone. Not ideal. Does bring in Shy Hope, and I can't believe we're actually only through 20 overs. It feels like we've been recording forever. But that's alright. We're going to just look to try and speed things along a little bit here, otherwise this video is going to drag out. But Jadeja has been expensive. Yadav, the only one to pick up those 2 wickets so far. And let's just put this aggression up, just because we don't want to get rid of that good start. I did say that I would like to, going into those last 10, 15 overs, I would love to have 8 wickets left in hand. But I think as long as we have 7 and we haven't seen, well, there we go, we're going to get 7 now. So Shy Hope, he hasn't had a great time with the bat at all. I think as long as we have from 6 or 7 in, and they can just hit out, it's going to be promising, because Ross and Chase, and obviously we've got Russell, we've got Jason Holder, and Narayan as well, so all very, very solid bats. Do just need, well, don't necessarily need time to get sorted. That one there is going down leg. Do not give that out, umpire. Thank you very much. But halfway through, 137 for 3. And here we go. We do see the introduction of Axar Patel. So I did talk about 3 left-handed bats opening for the West Indies as well. We have seen 3 left-arm spinners for the Indians, which in and itself is quite a rarity. You do not see it all that often. And I think it's more the fact that this video has gone for longer because there has been a lot of boundaries, it must be said, in this innings to date so far. I mean, Gale and Lewis started off with a hiss and a roar, and now Powell is carrying on with that there. He is 17 off 30. Hetmeyer 18 off 24, so he's been a little bit starved of the strike as of late, but we won't really mind too much about that. Kumar has now come back in to the bowling attack and has been pumped for back-to-back 4s, but he is going to make good. It's so easy to tell when it's going to be an LBW in this game. That's the only thing I don't like about it, is it is so predictable to pick when it is going to be an LBW. So that's a stumping. See you later. So all of a sudden, after saying we wanted to be, well, originally 8 or 9 down going into those last 15, we are now 5 down and we're only 30 overs in, and that is, I guess, thinking back and reminiscing on the series, I think it really was that middle order that did struggle for us. Obviously opening up was very good with Lewis and Gale, but then there just wasn't a whole lot of substance in the middle once we did lose those two. So Russell does have time to bat, which could be dangerous, to be fair, because we do know how dangerous a force he can be when he does have a chance, I guess, to play himself in a little bit, which is what we're doing here. And I'm going to make sure that when the spinners come on, which shouldn't be too far away, let's see, okay, so Bumrah, right, Russell will put you up 1, Roston, oh god, Ross and Chase, 3 off of, I was going to say 3 off 18 is bad, 3 off 24 is even worse, 3 off 29, what are you doing, Roston? Time to start hitting out, or get out. Get Jason Holder in, there we go, he finally gets a boundary. He's just got to go all out now, I'm afraid, because at the moment I would prefer him to get out and get Jason Holder in than him just farm up some strike, but we just cannot seem to buy a ticket at the moment. And after that start, you know, we were looking at getting somewhere around that 300 mark, even over that 300. Now we're going to very much struggle to get to that. I think we're going to struggle to get to 270 here, unless we do have an absolute smashing effort towards the end. It's just spin left now, which is handy. I'm going to go all out with Russell. I think he's going to come good here. He's going to come good here. I hope, anyway. I hope he's just going to pick us up a lot of boundaries. Hopefully that's going to be the case. Come on, Andre, you beauty. He's hit back to back. This might have been what we need. Oh yes, 3 in a row. Is it going to be 4 in a row? Ooh, that one there has just been nudged away. I think it's just going to be a single, but he is going to pick up his 50. And now Roston Chase, what can he do? I was going to say, hopefully he can carry on hitting the boundaries. So, if my math is correct, 18 coming with over 50 off of just 36 deliveries for Andre Russell. So he has gone off with a bang. And this, I was going to say, is the only danger, but there we go. We're going to bring Narayan in ahead of Holder, just for the fact that he does prefer the spin bowlers. And hopefully that will allow us to tonk it around a little bit. It does also give us a left-right hand combination as well, which could prove interesting. But 5 overs left to go, 230 on the board, so all of a sudden we could, you know, with a good bit of hitting, get up towards that 280 that we wanted. The pitch is playing pretty good. Hopefully it does break up a little bit, as we said, for the spinners. It does take a little bit of turn in the second innings, because that's where we're going to come in to full effect, you would have to think. And Russell, with a 6, surprisingly his first one of the innings. But this has just been a little bit of an onslaught, it must be said, with the bat, especially towards the end. There hasn't been a whole lot of... oh, there we go, there's a wicket. There hasn't really been a whole lot of 1s and 2s. It's basically just been dots or boundaries. So... entertaining, I guess, for the viewers, but also does take up a fair bit of time. But the 250 is now up for the Windies, and Jason Holder is saying, hang on, you know, why did you put Narayan in over me? He's 14 off 4 already, so that is impressive. 3 overs left to go. If Russell goes boom here, 300 is still on. It is definitely still on. It is going to take some getting, but it is still on, and we do know that Holder can hold a bat as well. He's hit, I think that's his second maximum that he has hit so far. That one there chucked in a little bit quicker from Patel, which is probably what was needed, and that there is a leading edge which has gone to the fielder. But a good wee cameo, 20 off of just 8 deliveries for Jason Holder, and now we do have Kemar Roach in, so hopefully Russell can farm the strike here for these last 2 overs. He gets a leading edge, but it's down the ground, safe from the fielders. If we can get towards that total, that is going to be very hard to chase down. And how good has Russell been in this game? I mean, I've just put the markers on him. He's gone for 71 off 46. It's just the kind of innings that he does play. And Yadav has actually picked up 6 for. He's gone for 50, but he's picked up 6 for, so that is impressive. And what can number 10 and number 11 do towards the end here? We will just have to wait and see. But it shouldn't be too much longer, and there we go. There is the final wicket. So Yadav was 652, Patel 3 for 71, so did get taken to a little bit, and we're just going to go fully defensive here. The pitch hasn't actually broken up as much as I would have liked, which is a shame, but we will just have to wait and see what does happen with these two here. So Holder and Roach opening up for us. Remember, we do have Russell, Bishu, Narayan, and there we go. Roach getting the breakthrough. Rohit Sharma gone for 6. Does bring in Virat Kohli, who is obviously a huge danger man, so we're looking to get rid of him early if we can. And I guess just really make some big inroads early, and there we go, there's another one. So Holder's got Darwan, both openers are back in the hut, but just look to try and make those breakthroughs early, and then we can go and bring the spinner in. So hopefully we can go and do that, and I think that's another one, that's a big one of Virat Kohli as well. So he is gone, and India are toiling here, 3 down for just 31 on the board. Make that 4, as Holder has got another one. And we did say that it was going to be the spinners doing the job for us, but that is not the case. It has been the quicks that have picked up 2 wickets apiece, which is bloody awesome, to be fair. You couldn't really ask for too much more than that. We are going to now bring in actually the spin twins, just to try and tie things up as much as we can, and hopefully, as I said, try and nab ourselves another quick wicket. Just continue to rise that run rate up as well. It is now up above 6.5, so that is exactly what we wanted, to be fair, especially with, you know, maybe our change bowlers not being as good. And there we go, Narayan gets his first, so he's actually bowled 13 dot balls in a row. Well done, Narayan. Make that 14. He has also picked up a wicket, and that one there just sliding down. Finally does go for a run off his 16th or 17th ball, I think. That there's a leading edge, but that is probably going to go... Oh no, it's caught. Oh, Pandey's gone. Does bring in Aksa Patel, and what an effort this has been by the West Indians, by the Windies, to get the job done here. Dhoni gone, so Bishu's picked up one as well, and 48 for 7. We have seen an absolute mammoth collapse here, it must be said, from the Indians, and it is going to be a hell of a long way back here now, you'd have to think, for them to even get anywhere close in this game. Do actually still have a slip-in for Narayan, which I don't think is the worst option in the world. Just with, I guess, Harry is a mystery spinner and can turn the ball both ways, keep the batsman guessing. But Aksa Patel is doing a decent job here. He has raised the score up slightly. Ooh, leading edge. He's 15 off 7. Does now have the joint top score for his side. But as you can see, we've still got that slip in here, trying to get that outside edge, which let's play quite a few of those shots down towards that third man region. And we just haven't quite been able to nick him off as of yet. We have caused him some trouble But so far, nothing substantial enough to get the job done. Let's bring in Andre Russell, who is very good with the bat. I believe our top scorer as well, and see if he can do anything with the ball while continuing with Narayan. Just looking to try and get that breakthrough, because these two, even though it is still a long way away, are starting to put on a nice little partnership, it must be said. So, oh, there we go. We've got Yada for 14. You beauty. 8 down now. Still 193, I believe it was left. So still a lot of time. And Patel run out. Apologies for skipping that replay. But 9 down now. And this is very good signs, it must be said, for the West Indies coming back after that shocking performance in the first game of the series. They have bounced back with an incredible performance in the second, and Narayan is going to wrap things up there. So India all out for 96, not even making it to 100, and Narayan with the man of the match award there for 4 for 28. And as I said, India all out for 96. So the series now tied at 1 game apiece with 3 games left to go. Do hope you've enjoyed this, guys. Obviously a little bit of a change going to an international team. If you have, let me know in the comments. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit that like button, and subscribe if you're new. And until Friday, we'll see you very, very soon.